Okay, so let's start. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We have with us today three members from the Aspirants and Brand Committee from TISS, from Batch 2027, HRM and LR. Please welcome Nikita Soni, Nikun Chandra, and Sakshi Prabhu. They were exactly where you are a year ago, and now they are here to guide you and give you the glimpse into the life of TISS. So get your questions ready, and let's make this fun and interactive. Over to you, team.
So thank you so much for such a warm introduction. So to kick off the session, we'll firstly present a PowerPoint presentation, which will give you an overview of the TISS HRM and LR program. Sure. So to start with, I'll start talking about how was TISS established now. So it was established in 1936 as the Sir Dorabji Tata Graduate School of Social Work. Now it is spread across 4 cities, 4 campuses, and is offering 69 programs all over the country. And now to specifically talk about the HRM and LR program, which we are representing here today. So earlier, it was known as Personal Management and Industrial Relations. And in 2006, it became HRM and LR, Human Resources Management and Labor Relations. And now it is one of the most premier HRM courses in our whole country, holding a legacy of approximately 6 decades, where a large number of aspirants apply to the course each and every year, and their dream gets fulfilled if they step into TISS, HRM, and LR. Sure. So I'll to talk about the unmatched pedagogy of the course, like the field work, the main USP of the course, I would say, like at the end of each semester, we get to step into organizations for an internship, mainly lasting approximately from 30 to 45 days. We work upon projects at different organizations. And to talk about dissertation, like now at the start of now in a second semester, we have to choose the research topic and everything. And now, so it is a research oriented course too. And also at the end of the second year, we also get to go into an NGO stint, which helps us to get to connect to the social aspect of the society and understand the concept of social sensitivity as well.
Talking about the courses that we have here, so TISS offers you a lot of courses that has a mix of marketing, finance, and operations. So we are in the HR program, and it is one of the best program in the country. Also, TISS offers international exposure as well. You also get to interact with the international students and with students who are pursuing very different fields of study. And then we also have a rural immersion program where we get to experience the on-ground things that are happening. So this is a very special thing that TISS adds to you, to your values, that you get to experience the real world, not just the organizations, but the field work as well. And then these are some of the fieldwork recruiters who come and we join different organizations after the semester is over, and we get to apply whatever we've learned in the whole semester in those organizations. Talking about the opportunities at this. So as this is an MA program, we do not miss out on any of the opportunities. We get equal opportunities, and we have the chance to participate, be it any case competitions, equally with the MBA courses. So yes, these are some of the national winners from our senior batches. And then talking about the industrial exposure, so we have these industry field visit where we get to go to some organization and we go to the factory and see the shop floor and what is actually happening there. And we also get the chance to discuss with the HRs and the factory heads of that particular organization what are the problems they deal with, and how we can learn from them and improve our experiences. Next, these are the summer placement figures for the batch 2025 and 27. So the total number of students we had were 66, and out of which 22 were women. And in total, 30 companies came, and we have an average stipend of 3.47 lakh for 2 months, and a median stipend of 3.5. and the highest stipend was 5 lakhs for 2 months. So these are some of the summer placement companies. So if you have any dream company, you can just check this out and plan your journey for this. These are also some of the final placement figures that you will see. 43% PPO offers. Besides that, besides the PPO offers, people also get FPO offers, that is the fieldworks that they have worked for. They get to convert that as well. And as you can see, the average annual CTC is close to 28.2 lakhs, and the median annual CTC is 28 lakhs. These are figures that actually attract aspirants, and I think you should definitely think of this or coming to this year. These are some of the final recruiters, and you can see that these are top companies, and these companies usually have TISS alums. So we will always have that kind of a support that TISS has given us here. Yeah. So talking about life at TISS, I think that being a student for close to 8 months now, I think life at TISS is extremely vibrant. You get to meet so many different people from different courses, and there is always some type of event that is going on, whether it be an upcoming event of this HRM LR Jasna, which is like a prelude to Manthan, which is one of the flagship events of this course. Besides that, there is Dharohar. There is also events from other different type of programs that are happening. So, you'll always find flash mobs, you'll always find there's like a DJ that is going on, or you can always go and chill at either the gym, or there is a badminton court. So you can always have, a fun life here at TISS. Besides that, we had the opportunity to go to a rural immersion, which was at Snehalay. And I think that was like, it was done in batches, and we got to experience and meet different people from different socioeconomic backgrounds. We got to learn so much from them. And I think as people who are aspiring to be HRs, this type of rural immersion, especially for an MA program, is something that is a great add-on. And I think that's what sets our course apart from the other courses here in this country. Yeah.
Sure. So now talking about the alumni network that TISS, HRM, and LR has built over 6 decades. Like all the top organizations that you step into all over the world, you will find HRM and LR alumni working at top leadership positions, be it the CXO level, at the CHRO level, at founders, or maybe the director HR or anything. You will find and with each and every year progressing, you will see more and more people taking up the positions. These are some of more of our alumni that have been working as CHROs and also at different leadership positions.
Okay, so getting to the main point here, I think TISS application forms have reopened. That was because we were getting a lot of queries and requests as to, that they were not able to, or students were not able to fill the application forms on time. This is the criteria that is flashed on the screen. You will have so 97% of the weightage is given to your CAT score, and there's a 3% weightage given to gender diversity, and these 3 extra marks are usually for female and transgender candidates. Besides that, there is, after you've been shortlisted for the online assessment, in the final shortlisting criteria, there will be 70% weightage that will be given to the CAT scores, and a 30% weightage given to the online personal interview. As you can see on the screen, there's a QR code that you can scan and start registering, start applying, because the deadlines are coming soon.
So the deadline for the form is 11 January.
Yeah, so this is the admission calendar. I'll take you through the important dates. This is 11 January is the closing deadline for the form. And if there are any issues with the form, the correction window will be open from 12 to 13 January. So make sure that any changes or any applications that have to come in are inside by the 11th of January, 5 p.m.
And you can always reach out to us on our social media handles with your queries out, even if they are if you feel that they are the dumbest of queries, we are more than happy to answer them. These are all our social media handles. And lastly, we wish you all the very best for the upcoming GDPI processes for all the colleges that you have applied. And from the batch of 24, 26, and 25, 27, we just wish you all the best.
So for this part of the segment, we will be answering a few questions that we had got in the form that we had floated around.
Sure, so I'll just open the questions.
Yeah.
So sorry to stop you. So there are a few questions that are online, like we are getting it on our live chat. So it's from Richa Garg, like will you be talking about your profiles? So we really are keen to understand like what were your profiles before joining TISS. So can we start from there? Yeah.
Sure. I have done my undergraduation in psychology, and I am a fresher. I took like a year, or a gap for a year so that I could prepare for CAT. And yeah, now I'm here at this. I am also from Mumbai, so coming to this was like a dream for me. So, yeah.
Sure. So I have pursued my undergraduation in commerce. I've done my BCom from University of Delhi itself. And apart from that, I'm a fresher. I have got 1 year of gap in my profile in which I pursued a few internships before coming here to TISS.
Hello, I'm Nikita. I did my BTech in Electronics and Communication from NIT Hamirpur, and I am also a fresher. So all of us are freshers, and even I took a gap year to prepare for CAT. So if any of you, any audience are there who are worried about the gap year and the fresher profile, so just don't worry, give your interview very well and hope for the best.
Sure. So now we'll start with the questions that came in the Google form. So the first question is it possible to get into the HRM program if you have no work ex and 2 years gap? If you get a very good percentile in CAT and your interview goes well. Sure.
So as we mentioned the criteria, that is 70% weightage will be given to CAT and then 30% to the interview. So if you have a very good CAT score, then yes, and also it depends on the interview as well. So prepare for the interview very well, and just grab on fresh up on some of the points, like why do you want to go for HR, and if you are making a career switch, like you had a different profile before and now you want to pursue HR, then you should have a good reasoning for it. And also then why test, and just go through some of the basic HR theories or HR concepts as well, so that you can make your answers stronger. And there will be other questions that will be related to your behavior and how would you behave in a particular environment, or if some condition is given. So prepare for those questions as well. You can also go through your strengths and weaknesses so that the interview goes well. And also, as we mentioned that all of us have our freshers and we have a gap year, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That is not a thing. Just give your interview really well.
Sure. So the next question is, how's the academic pressure in TISS?
I think that yes, there is going to be like some type of rigor in the course, but I don't think that the courses will actually be interesting, especially if you like HR. I think because this is an MA in HR program, and unlike other MBA courses, it does not give a lot of like you don't have to go through a trimester system. We have like a semester system, so there is not much pressure, but yes, we do have our set of own assignments and projects that we need to keep up with. But I believe that because there is some type of practical learning that is happening besides examinations, it's not really that stressful. Rather, we get to enjoy the process. We get to enjoy and apply whatever we've learned in the classroom, in the fieldwork projects that we get to do for that 1 month. So I think, yeah, I believe it's very interesting.
Yeah, I would like to add into that. Like in your first semester, it would be hectic because there will be summer placements going on. So you will also have that pressure along with academics. So it's a very good journey that has a mix of everything. Like in second semester, there will be a lot of cultural events, so you will get to enjoy your college life. And then you also get this 1 month of fieldwork stint, so that actually grows you as a person. So it will be hectic at times, but you'll really enjoy the whole process that will actually develop you and will prepare you for the corporate journey ahead.
Sure. So now taking up the next question. So I have cleared the overall cutoff and the sectionals for cons and VRC. If DILR is not meeting the sectional cutoff, do I have no chance? So yes, so there is a reason why there are minimum cutoffs. So if you are not meeting the DILR minimum cutoff percentile, so you won't be eligible to for subsequent rounds of selection to be considered for the PI shortlist. Sure. So the next question is, hey, I'm aiming to join HRM and LR as a Bachelor of Social Work graduate. completed my graduation from TISS itself. From what I have seen and read, the course is more of people and field oriented. But since you are currently in the program, I would like to know how do you see social work background adding value in HRM and LR?
So there are a lot of alumni of TISS, HRM, and LR who are not just into corporates. They are also doing right now the social work. They have started NGOs. They are working for NGOs. So even we had a session on this. So there were people who came for the session, and they were not just pursuing the corporate career, but they also wanted to contribute to the society, and they wanted to start the social work journey. So it is always up to you, what do you define success as? So everybody has their own success definition. So if success for you is like contributing to the society and pursuing social work, maybe after some years of your career, or maybe like recently, so that depends on you, because what TISS offers, and this is the whole network of alumni who are always there to support you, be it social work or be it your career.
Sure. So adding up to that, you can always step into the CSR part of the corporate, and also like you yourself mentioned that the course is people and field oriented. Like during the start, I also mentioned that we also get to do an NGO stint. So social work background can always act on as edge in these situations. Like we also went into the rural immersion where social work aspect played a crucial part, I believe. Sure. So the next question is, what are the selection criteria?
I think that we've covered that in the presentation, 97% for your CAT score and 3% for gender diversity. And this is for the selection for your online assessment. Online assessment is basically the personal interview that is the second round. For the first round, there's a minimum eligibility criteria that we have already shared, and it's available on our Instagram channels as well. And besides that, once you have been through the second round, there will be a 70% weightage to your CAT scores and 30% for your personal interview. So prepare well now that you are done with your CAT.
Sure. So the next question is a tricky one. Any tricky questions that you remember from your TISS interview?
I think one question that was really very different and that had actually kind of puzzled me was that I was asked what was my hobby in my detailed application form, and because I had filled out that I like to watch a lot of movies and TV shows, I was asked how can you relate those concepts of psychology to the series that you've watched, and that was something that was really unique and different, I feel. And I think that is why it's so important that when you are filling out your detailed application form, you put in only those things which are actually very original, something that is very personal to you and something that you can talk about, not anything you don't have to faff in your application forms, I believe. So yeah.
What I remember is that I got this question that of a corporate setup. So if I am the HR and I have this condition in front of me where I have to like fire all the employee in the team, or would I take a mix of employees? Because there was this condition that my manager head would want has some goal, and he wants to make a new team. So what will I do in that kind of situation? And will I be on the side of the people or on the side of the organization? So these are some of the tricky situations the interviewer will put you into. But then you have to like prepare well for that and be truthful about it, that what would you actually do? Because that they want to just assess your behavior and how would you act. So yes, and another question was that like I have this engineering background, so why am I making this switch? If you are an engineer, they will definitely ask you, so prepare well.
Sure. So one question that I remember from my interview is like I was put in a difficult spot. Like as before my TISS interview, like in my gap year, I had pursued a few internships in the field of marketing. So I was straight away told that you are a marketing guy. What are you doing? But what are you doing in HRM? So I had to correlate marketing and HRM. Like I had to think on my feet, and the interviewers were really impressed with the answer, I believe. Sure. So now we'll be taking the.
Also, with respect to the interview part, like people are really curious to know, like, what are the common mistakes that candidates make during the TISS interview? And have you made any that you can give an example about?
Yeah, like don't bluff on your strengths and weaknesses part. Also, before the shortlist, you'll also get this DAF form. So prepare those answers well, because there will be questions based on that. So if you have bluffed in the form, the professors are really intelligent to know that you're bluffing in your answers. So be truthful and prepare your those answers well.
Yes, they are experts. They'll catch you in a minute if you're trying to fake it because they have been doing it for years and years now. So as Nikita mentioned, DAF is really a crucial part of the interview. Like it builds the base for your interview. It's the first impression that you are making in the eyes of the interview. Like before you even log into your interview, they will be reading out your DAF. So you have to fill out that very mindfully and just put in all the authentic information in that. Not try to fake your personality or anything. Yes, that's.
And I think as a part of the ARC committee, we will also be helping the aspirants out. So we do have our own set of initiatives. You can kind of keep looking at our online channels and we can share our resources. And we'll also be doing this initiative called Darpan. So you all can prepare for these interviews and avoid the mistakes that we kind of had made in our interviews, I believe. And yeah, like they've already mentioned the points, staff is very important. So please be mindful when you're filling it out.
Yeah. So now in the next segment, now we'll take the questions that have come up in the chat maybe. Yeah, so one question is extempore and TISS happens in front of other aspirants or just the interviewers? So extempo is not a part of the selection process anymore. Yes, so it's just an online personal interview where you will be judged on your personality, your background, maybe your work experience if you are uploading anything, your previous educational background, and also as we mentioned, the detailed application form that you'll be filling out.
If you're a fresher, you can also brush up on the projects you've done during your undergrad. They might ask some questions based on that as well.
We've been getting a lot of questions related to the percentile. I think that because this is just the second year that this is accepting CAT, we don't have that type of data to even make an estimation. But yeah, meeting the minimum eligibility criteria should in itself be like a push for aspirants to kind of apply to TISS, because we can vouch for it. The life here is extremely great. I think we are not at all missing out on anything because we applied. I think that's why I would like to tell you guys that please do apply. Don't miss out on the opportunity, especially if you're eligible. It's definitely a miss if you do not apply and let go of the application. Plus, this time there is no weightage given to your undergraduate or your graduation scores. So you all can start fresh from your CAT scores, and even personal interviews being given 30% weightage. So yeah, please do apply.
Yeah. So what kind of academic or extracurricular activities should the aspiring students involve into to strengthen their profile?
Also talking about the academics, like they can brush up on the basic HR functions, be it talent acquisition, employer branding, learning and development, and all other HR functions. Like the interviews, they're expecting you to be expert on these subjects because, and then also as we are HRM and LRFC, so also focusing upon the labor relations aspect, they can also brush them up on a bit upon the labor laws of of our country, like some of the basic labor laws, be it the POSH Act, the Maternity Act, or the Standing Orders Act. And these can act as a big plus in the eyes of the interviewer if these things are mentioned in the interview.
But don't get scared with those terms. It would be, you'll have an upper edge if you know those concepts, but if you do not, you just have to present your personality well and be truthful about it, and just prepare well. Why would you want to pursue HR as a career? If that answer impresses the professors well, so you definitely have a chance.
A few certification courses related to HR can always come in handy, because as we all said, we come from very, very different backgrounds, and TISS is something like TISS as an institute values diversity. So you don't have to think that, I come from a very different background. Somebody said social work is what their background is. So you don't have to be worried about that. As long as you can justify why you want to get into HR, you can give them a good enough reason as to why HR, why TISS. If those answers are ready, I think you don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
So ending this session with a fun part. So I would like to know, in fact, everyone would like to know, what has been that most memorable experience at TISS so far, like each one of you.
Sure. So for me, the most memorable experience was going to Snehalaya. I think that was when I think we spoke about it before. That was like a rural immersion program that we had gone to, and I think getting to know the ground realities, getting to know different types of people. We got to meet a lot of different children. We got to meet different people who had gone through a lot of different stages in their life. I think that was something that not just developed me as like an HR professional, but I think that was also a type of a personal development for me. So TISS is actually contributing to my personal growth more than just professional growth. So that was something very memorable.
Talking about memorable moments, I believe in the span of these 8 months, there have been many memorable moments. Like, if I start by, I'll mention the committee selections. The day we get in, there's a whole process for the committee selections. The day I got into ARC, or maybe the case competitions, I emerged as the national winner in one of them, and getting placed for summers, like that was basically a dream come true. Like getting to step into my team organization, and also my first corporate experience, like went through my first field work, worked upon a project, understand the setting of a corporate office and industry, and it's a long list. I think if I keep talking about it.
Yeah, for me too, there are a lot of memorable events, like Nikunj mentioned. Like, I'm a fresher, so I went to the corporate setting for the first time. So it was a very different experience, and I got to know how everything, the processes work there. And another thing is coming to college at odd hours. So for the committee selection processes, be it summer placement, so you would just get a mail like 2 hours before that you have to reach to this place and be there like 10 minutes prior. So those mails, like you're always onto it, like checking your mails that during the summer placement time, that is there a mail, do we have to report? So it's a roller coaster ride where the placement committee would keep you updated, and you have to be diligent about it. And yeah.
I think, the field works for us, I think we've all been to the organization for the very first time, I think. And that was a very unique experience that we all got. Maybe we can talk about the organization that we went to, like that experience.
So yeah, so I went to UPL for the field work, and there I got a data analytics project related to HR, where I have to give them the useful insights about the attrition, about the employee count, and whatever is happening in a particular department of UPL, and what would be those insights that would really help them to make the best business decisions. So I really enjoyed the part that how we can align HR processes with the business that would actually give us the outcomes that would really help the organization. And not just that, I got to experience different parts of HR functions as well. Like, I got to sit with a professional who was into compensation and rewards. So I got this KT from him regarding what are all the processes that are done. So you just don't have to limit yourself to the project that you've got. You can also approach different asylums or different other employees as well about whatever interests you, and if you want to know more about that function. So this is a really good experience that you get to go to an organization and get to explore that what interests you more, and where would you like to see yourself in your career.
Sure. So for my first field work, I went to VVF India Limited. So they had placed me in one of their plants where they used to produce oleochemicals and everything. So as an HR student, getting your first field work in a factory was like a dream come true. We all like getting to go to the factory, really taking rounds with the HR, holding conversations with them, seeing the contract workers, like their daily life in the factory. They're looking at their work-life balance, and also holding informal conversations with them really helped me a lot to understand the labor relations aspect of the course. And also, I worked upon the designing their grievance redressal mechanism, and it was like a really great experience as I was able to. Like my project demanded me to talk to more and more people in the factory, like understanding the precedents, like what when grievances had come up, what were the decisions that had been taken and how they were addressed. So my job was basically to build a formal channel for the grievance reporting, and also the also that the grievance is properly met and the employees are happy.
I did my first field work at Sandoz, and I think that was also a very unique experience because, like Nikunj, I also got to interact with a lot of different people from different departments. I had been given a mentorship project for my first field work, so I got to interact with people from operations, from marketing, from finance, and I think that was a very unique experience. Also, the CHRO of the company was my mentor, so talking to him directly and getting in touch with him, getting to know the plant head directly, getting to talk to him, going to the shop floor for the very first time and seeing how, the drugs are manufactured. That was a very unique experience. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, not just fieldworks, we also have a lot of guest sessions during our every semester. So that gives you an opportunity to directly talk to the people who are there at the leadership position and see what skills do they have and what do they suggest, so that you can learn those things and prepare yourself.
Yeah, baby, we are done. So is there anything else?
No. Let's check in the live comment if we have anything for
Yeah.
you. Yes, I don't think so. There are any. So we'd like to end this session here. Thank you so much, Nikita, Nikunj, and Sakshi, for sharing your experiences and giving us such an honest and insightful glimpse into the life at TISS. And also a big thank you to all our participants for engaging questions and active participation. We hope today's session might have helped you to gain clarity and confidence on your move forward in your MBA journey, and wishing you all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We would also like to thank IMS to provide us with this platform. We are really very grateful. Thank you.